my discussion from earlier about organized religion, about freedom, I went into my previous video about how my involvement with organized religion. There were lots of things that happened that showed it up for what it really was, which is to control people, to take freedom away from people. As I said on yesterday's, day before's video, we are acting on love. We don't need any religion. We don't need any government. We don't need anybody to tell us what to do, because we're always going to act in a beneficial way to ourselves and to others at all times. If we're doing that, why do we need to be told what to do? We don't need to be told by anybody or any government. We don't need any laws to regulate us if we're operating on that frame of mind. We don't need a religion to make rules and laws for us. If we're always acting on love, we're never going to harm our fellow man or ourselves, for that matter. This is exit 45 on I-80 eastbound, Illinois Route 40, Peoria, and Sterling. Really, the Bible, people spend their whole lives analyzing it, taking it apart by the nuts and bolts. Really, the whole message of the Bible is love your fellow man as yourself. If you're doing that, then you're living by it. This exit has the Hennepin Canal Parkway Visitor Center, birthplace of President Ronald Reagan, off this exit. So in 2012, I left the Jehovah's Witness religion, discontinued my association with them. Never looked back. And how I even stayed for 25 years, I just don't know how I managed. I did devote my life to their so-called preaching work. Never received any recognition for it or anything. Because of the divorces I went through, I was looked at as a nonconformist. I was not following their rules because I got divorced 2 times. This is Princeton, 12 more miles, Joliet 94. So really, I was treated like a very low-class citizen in that religion because marriages didn't work out. Even though I devoted much of my life to their ministry from 2009 till 2006 to 2011, I devoted much of my life to their ministry. Never got recognized for it because of my past. I was judged on the basis of those divorces that I went through. They didn't totally kick me out of the religion for the divorces, but I was partially shunned most of the time. And that's what organized religion does. They expected me to stay my whole life in a defunct relationship. And I went into my previous video a few days ago. Even in the general populace, there's so many people that are in relationships that they really have no connection with their partner. They're with them out of duty, feel they have nowhere else to go, won't be able to make it on their own. So they stay with their partner instead of getting out of that miserable situation. And in that religion, it's even worse of a problem than the general populace because of their view on divorce, that they take scriptures out of the Bible and isolate them and make rules out of certain scriptures without looking at the whole picture of what the Bible's really trying to say overall about it. They take certain verses and make their own rules up. And that's meant to, again, to control people. If people aren't happy, they're more controllable. If you're unhappy, you're much more controllable than if you're content. If you're stuck in an unhappy relationship, it's going to be a lot easier to control than if you're really united with your partner. And to me, staying in a defunct relationship or trying to is pointless. It reaches a point where you know it's not going to go anywhere. I touched on in my previous video that my second wife was making problems. She didn't want to solve problems. She wanted to make problems rather than solve problems. How are you going to stay married to somebody like that? There's no way it's going to work with that kind of mentality. No matter how hard you try. As I touched on, I gave up my job. I actually solved the problem that she created. That wasn't good enough. Because she didn't really want it solved. She was using that as a way to put me down, using that issue. And I solved the issue. And what did she do? She left. Walked out. So, I was the one that was censored by the religion. She got away with it. She suffered no reprimand for it or nothing. I went through 7 more years of restrictions in that religion because of it all. I did not think it was right at all that I was the one that got censored and she was left scot-free. That's partially what tipped the scales for me eventually to leave. And leaving that religion is not easy. Once you're in it for a long time, it's very difficult to leave. Because they throw on you the threat that if you leave, God is just going to abandon you to the devil and your life's just going to totally go to pot. And unfortunately, I have seen no cases where people do leave, their lives really do go to pot. They create that for themselves because they're so brainwashed into believing that when they do leave, their life really goes to pot. Because they create that all for themselves to fulfill what they really believe. It's not really true. It wasn't true in my case because I was not brainwashed. So it didn't happen that way for me. I didn't create that for myself after I left. My life got better after I left. So where did that leave me when I left? It did leave a void as far as beliefs for a time. But then you work on yourself, realize there's still a God out there, minus the religion. God is still there. He hasn't gone anywhere. I'll never forget, because Jehovah's Witnesses wouldn't allow me to date anybody either without threat or punishment. They would not allow me to remarry, not even allow me to date anybody. So I went for 7 years without even going on a date with a woman or anything after my divorce. So I'm a person that enjoys the physical aspect of a relationship. I had to go 7 years without on account of that religion. There were two particular women I think had wanted to be with me. Were hoping that the religion would permit me to eventually be with another person. It probably would have been good matches for me, both of them, but eventually they didn't have the guts apparently to break ranks and go with me anyway. The second one, I actually told her I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. And she never did say no to me. Her mother was the one that said, "Oh, this isn't happening." That's how things are in that religion. A grown woman still listens to her mother tell her whether she can marry somebody or not, rather than going on her own instincts. She never did say no when I told her that. She herself never told me no. It was her mother who was in the room with us. Because of course they use that as a way to call the elders in, to write me up on something else, that I wanted to marry this woman, and I was so wrong for wanting to marry her. Even though she had a very close relationship with my daughter, and I sensed that she wanted to be with me as well. And the elders in the religion told her to act like she hated my guts, that she couldn't be anywhere near me, couldn't talk to me. And yet I was divorced, had been divorced for years. I was extremely pissed off at that whole situation. was a grown woman in her 20s, and her mother told her she couldn't marry me. Of course, she was brainwashed into thinking that God was going to abandon her if she did marry me. Which I did not think was going to happen. I felt that God tried to bring us together, actually. Provide a stepmother for my daughter, which is what she needed. But that's what the religion does. That's what organized religion does. When my kids graduated high school, this woman sat with my mother and my sister at the graduation. Sat with my family to watch the graduation. Why do you think she sat with my family? Because she loved me. That's why. She really wanted to be with me. Obviously. But I don't think she would have sat with my family like that. God. This leads to when I got out of the religion, I went on a dating site, got scammed out of money because scammers were not real women. They were online to take money from people. And I fell for it. I didn't know any better. But this brings to mind that there is a God out there, because after that happened, I was trying to sell some things. I hadn't been able to sell items out in the front yard. I had stuff for sale for months. And after that happened, all the stuff instantly sold. I got at least some of the money back that I lost. And that proved to me that God had not left me because I left that religion. God was still there. But the key is we have to be open to that. If we leave the religion firmly believing every cell of our being that God is going to abandon us, if we do, then what's going to happen? Well, our life is going to go to pot, but it's not going to be God's fault. It's going to be our own. Because we're just going to create that for ourselves to substantiate our own belief. I never was brainwashed enough to totally believe that, because I wasn't raised in that religion. I was raised Catholic. I didn't join that religion until I was in my mid-20s. There are people that have left that religion that have committed suicide because they so totally believe that they're worthless in God's eyes, because the religion had cast them off. Maybe they might have had a fling with somebody, spent the night with the opposite sex or something. Religion kicked them out over it, and since they can't talk to anybody in religion, they got nobody. They feel like the worst sinner in the world. And yeah, if you really believe all that enough, yeah, you're going to want to kill yourself. And that's the whole point, control. Once they get control of your mind, they can get you to do anything. They can get you to give all your life savings away. They can get you to follow all their rules, even if they're unreasonable. They can get you to feel like you're a total piece of crap. You're really going to believe you are, and then you're going to want to kill yourself. It gets bad enough. They tell you you're stuck with the person you marry forever, and that's it. How could they put so much on a relationship, so much stakes on a relationship like that? And that's one thing that always bothered me. As I touched on, though, a few days ago in my video about relationships, if you're truly with your true match, you can be with them for 50 years, you're still going to be happier than the day you met. You're going to be more connected after 50 years with them than the day you met. You're going to be more connected, more happy as time goes on. Your love will grow deeper. But how many relationships out there are really like that? I'm pretty sure it's a high minority. As I touched on my video on relationships a few days ago about the Facebook post, just because you're together with somebody for 37 years doesn't mean diddly squat, really, if you're not connected with that person, really. If you're not sharing an intimacy, if you're not connecting on other levels with them, you're just sharing your living space with them. Maybe you go on Facebook and post these pictures looking like you're so happy with them. And then I look at this Facebook picture. Yeah, at first glance you may think that, but you look more closely at the picture, why is the woman leaning away from her husband like that? If she was really happy with him, she'd be in his arms, leaning as close to her as she could. She was leaning away from him. Okay, I hate to interrupt this again, but my visual went out on me again here. I don't know how long it's been out for, but I'm going to have to upload this and try to continue